there's also like a negative connotation around just going and knocking on the doors of people on
Yeah.
your floor. Definitely like have the courage to do that because like everyone's wanting to meet people, but people
It's
might
not the
be
approach, I
yeah
would say. Like,
yeah
don't
just
go and knock and be like a complete douche.
yeah no
I,
just like knock and be friendly.
yeah.
Tell them about yourself, and if you click, you click. If you don't, you don't. But
Yeah.
it's worth the energy. So
Mhm. To the Voice Podcast, the podcast for students by students. And we're back. And I bet you already watched the first one, What is the Voice Podcast? And now, as I know many of you are heading up for the first time to residence, which is like living away from your home, being by yourself. So we are hosting a special of how to live in residence, what you should know, how's the lifestyle, the good practices, what are some stories. And with us today, we have really amazing guests. Like you're already familiar with two of those faces who have been of the most watched episode of last season. We have Jaden, who is still like, you need to pay for the date with Jaden. Okay. And Ben still doesn't pay for dates. Do you still pay for dates, Ben?
They're paying. I'm okay with it.
New addition in Taylor.
hi.
Yeah, so we are back in season 4, and we're going to just talk about residence life, how it was for the three of them. Ben has been staying in residence life of University of Ottawa, right?
Yeah, I went to residence in my first year of U
Okay.
Ottawa.
And you two have been in residence, I think, during kind of special year also,
I was there 2021.
2021.
I was there 2020
Yeah.
to 2021, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was there a little bit on a summer break. I was there a little bit staying in between, but nothing interesting happened in those few months. So
So what were you expecting, kind of residence, if you said nothing happened?
there wasn't as many people there when I was there, but also during 2020 and the COVID year, it was only like 50% capacity, so there was not a lot of people. So everyone also kind of knew each other, which was a lot and very weird, but kind of nice. Like everyone had their little groups, and it was fun, but not as much. It wasn't crazy like the stories I heard before of like hundreds of people in there knowing each other and everything being so crowded all the time. It's a lot more quiet because we weren't allowed to have roommates, but it was still fun. I'm still glad I lived during that year in res. So
Did you have a double to yourself then?
yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I started this, and most people will say, like, everyone ended up doing it.
The legend of Jaden.
I don't want to be one of those people that's like, I started this trend, but like I did. So I decided to take my bed from both
Mega
sides.
bed?
It was make a mega bed.
Dude,
Oh, wow.
you did not start that
Yes,
trend.
Okay, I didn't
That's
start
just
it
been a
like
thing
putting two
forever.
beds together, but nobody else had done it in res because there was only a few of us that like had doubles. Like everyone else was put in tower in the singles, and I did it. And then like I had people in my room, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so smart!" And I was like, and everyone started doing it, and I
Ahead of
started
her time.
helping everyone.
Yeah.
And I moved it. People were impressed. I moved all the furniture in that room by myself at like 2 a.m.
Honestly, it's kind of sweet though. You get a double.
It was really nice because you get a full size fridge, which you don't get in a single.
Oh yeah,
At U Ottawa?
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, at U Ottawa. Well, I had the same thing. My roommate I didn't have a roommate, so it's kind of sweet. I had double to myself, made a little mega bed, but there was no like fridges in your room or anything. It was just like, there was just kind of like a like common room, and in the common room there's like larger fridges, and the meal plan was all you can eat buffet.
Really?
They really need it. Yeah, exactly.
They didn't have the like any of the bars or buffets like open here, like the salad bar or anything. 'cause,
Oh
like,
yeah, that's the most
I
salad
wish.
bar.
was so sad. I was like, I love me a good salad bar.
Love myself some,
Some
vegetables.
feta,
I
some
never saw a
tomato.
salad bar here. Like, no,
there's a
They're
reason
usually-
when I live in
It's
residence.
probably closed down the year it opened.
No, what?
Wait,
I
Sean,
ate
what
salad
year were you
bars.
in residence?
During the worst period, summer 2022.
Oh.
So
Was it
basically, I shared the
Wait,
floor
I
with
was-
like 4 people.
I was in res in summer 22.
You were there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was first floor.
I remember I heard about Jaden.
The legend of
It's
Jaden.
like,
and
"Hey,
Jaden.
Shawnee."
Jaden Legacies.
Yeah, that's
The
why he was
trilogy.
in bed. He heard the
Guys.
legend of you.
Guys.
No,
Don't
I
bother
heard
me.
Jaden through George. George was in the same
George.
wing as me, so
I miss him.
I think that's my biggest takeaway from residence,
George.
being neighbors with George.
An interesting character.
Very interesting.
He actually was the one who told me I'd be good in marketing. Was literally like that day the reason I switched to AMC. Like
Really?
he was exactly the reason, because I didn't like what I was currently in, and he was like, "You really have like a good at for this stuff. Like you should do it." And I switched that day and
Like-
applied and got in, and then that was it.
That's amazing that you say that.
I miss you, George.
I miss George a lot, and the reason
Not George.
I-
I've never met George.
He used to work front desk. I don't
I
know
heard
that
stories
story.
about
Yeah.
him. Don't you worry. They're good stories.
Love
Like,
him.
he was the one that recommended me to do the voice podcast. Charlie said like, "Hey, send me your videos, which you edited, and I'll show them to Terry, who was the president at that time,
Yeah.
and stuff." So yeah, that's
George's just out here changing lives.
Yeah. No, literally.
Really?
He's very convincing.
This
George
guy,
is,
yeah.
is very like motivates you and pushes you.
Yeah.
So yeah, very interesting. I think George is everybody should meet George once in their life.
Yeah. He's just out here living it up in
Still having a good
Gatineau.
time.
Yeah.
Love him. Miss
Love
him.
that.
So who are the people that you met in residence, each one of you, that still you have great memories of?
Well, for me, it was just kind of like
Taylor first.
Okay.
And you're here.
Yeah. You go.
Okay. So the people I met in residence, so I highly recommend, once you get into residence, doing all of the cringy icebreaker things.
Oh,
Because,
fuck.
Like, I know, it sounds awful.
Yeah, I
It
did know.
sounds like you're not going to actually meet people. But I actually met, like, a lot of my closer friends through, like, that process. And, like, it was a cringy way of meeting people, and we all thought it was cringy, but we just kind of, like, made it a memory together. And we did, like, a lot of fun stuff. Like, I don't know, we just kind of, like, went on the town, explored Kingston together. And, yeah, so that's something I recommend for making friends, is going to those icebreaker things. And then when you hear about a party, don't get anxiety over it. Just, like, go and have fun, do whatever, talk to people. So, yeah.
How was the first party?
It was good. So it was, like, still COVID years, right? And so, like, RAs were still super strict, being like, oh, like, only 2 people per room, blah, blah, blah,
They
like,
said that our year
whatever.
too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so, but then eventually it extended to 10 people per room, but, like, they were still, like, cracking
Ooh.
down
You
and,
could
like,
have a rager with 10 people.
exactly. And so we did that sometimes, but, like, start of the year, September, like, there were res parties, like, all the time. And it'd be, like, packed full, no room to walk anywhere, like, body to body, like, shoulder to shoulder with Jaden, like, the entire time. Yeah.
James
were-
at your rest parties?
Not literally.
No,
Yeah.
but, like,
Just following you around?
like, just shoulder to shoulder the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, they were fun, because it's like, oh, first year, I'm doing all this cool stuff, but, like, when you look back, it's like, it's literally just a crowded room of drunk people, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And the R is like, these 10 kids. Just
Yeah.
want to go to sleep.
yeah, exactly.
I liked it though. I liked being surrounded by like so many people.
Mhm.
I met a lot of people. We couldn't do like very many like fun big
Yeah.
parties or like hangouts because of all the rules. But we used to have like any TV shows that we watched together, like Grey's Anatomy was on. So me and all the girls that I knew at the time
sounds
that,
like a
that I was
party.
friends with used to hang out like I think it was like 7 or 10 of us. Like it was
Mm.
probably up to 10, a little
Okay.
less. Used to all just hang out in the same room every like almost every evening, but like nothing major because we would get caught by the RA, and we only had 3 RAs in the whole building our year. I think it's like 1 per hallway
Mhm.
or something like that, or 1 per floor.
They only had 3 floors open for the entire building.
No, they had the whole building open, but they only had 3 RAs
Oh,
because
yeah.
not enough people
Yeah.
signed up, and like so it was really hard for them.
Which,
Okay.
by the way, though, it's so messed up that you get in trouble for just hanging out with your friends in your res room at that time. Like, that's so sad.
I get it, like
It's,
they don't
COVID
make-
times for sure.
they don't
but,
make
like,
the rules,
yeah.
but they tried their best to like
Be
make
lenient.
it less
Yeah.
less lonely, because I guess there was a lot of like people getting really kind of depressed and like lonely because
Isolation.
Mhm.
Kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
it basically was. It was like being quarantined, but literally by yourself in this tiny little box of a room.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
tried their best. Like we still hung out with people, and I still had amazing like memories in res. So it realistically wasn't that bad.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
Mhm.
How about you, Ben?
For me, it was just kind of like I was in the small residence. I was like almost off campus called LeBlanc. It was pretty shit actually, but like it had, like plastic mattresses. It was horrible.
Oh.
But
Oh.
yeah, I have some pictures. I'll show you guys later.
SLC res is better.
Oh, it literally is. Same with all the colleges residents seem better, at least better than my res I was in. But
See,
the Thompson
you
re-
Ottawa reses, I heard, are so good.
only if you're not in LeBlanc.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Always having the
those
best of
new
them.
and nice mattresses, but Thompson was the party res.
Oh,
So
okay.
most weekends I was there hanging out with my cousin and a friend from high school. We'd play some video games in the room and go floor parties. It was a good time.
Yeah.
There was no COVID restrictions. It was just fun. And
Yeah.
the Aries gave zero shits.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, parties all the time.
What did you guys do to like make your room like look cute? Did you guys have like a theme for your room?
Oh, I before I moved in, literally bought all this cute stuff. You guys are just probably gonna sit there like, okay, listen now. I
I
did
had a laundry
all-
hamper. It was nice. Really
all
prettied up the place.
pink.
All in one microwave.
We'll
Guys.
rotate back to you for that first question.
No, no worries.
You guys can talk about food, okay? Um, I had full blown like pink theme. Totally over it now. It's not the vibe.
Mhm.
But I had
No,
like
no, it's all Taylor
bright
Swift
pink.
posters now.
I printed like hundreds of like cute little
Funko
like
Pop Toast.
Pinterest style pictures that
Yeah.
were pink and literally covered a whole entire wall. And then I had like pink fluffy like bedding
Hello Kitty.
and got cute pillows
When she left the
and decorated my desk. Got all these picture frames. Decorated. Had a little something outside my door.
Mhm.
It was very cute. I went with the whole theme. Pink bath mat. New shower curtain. Also, always buy a new shower curtain. Do not use the one that's in there.
Yeah.
Why?
Grody.
It's not from the res, it's from the previous student.
Oh,
So
shit.
like
Didn't know that.
Really?
yeah,
Nope.
it's if a
Mhm.
student puts a new one, they'll just leave it. So it's never
I
one
don't think that would
provided
bug me
that's
that much.
clean.
Just a
Which
shower
I
curtain.
didn't know.
To be
I
honest.
I didn't know
left
too.
mine
I
out 'cause
use
I
that.
thought mine was just a blank white one, so I thought it was provided by Res until you literally said that to me the other day, and I was like, "Ew, I used to use shower curtain that entire
no.
time."
The
That
one
wouldn't bug me at
I
all.
moved
No, it
mine,
didn't.
and it was a clear one, and it literally had splats on it. And I
Okay,
was
that
like,
would be a little bit weird.
Yeah,
That's fishy.
That's
done.
pretty bad.
And like you don't know what people have done in that shower.
they
I
are
also
they are teeny
scrubbed
tiny
and
little
cleaned
showers.
my
though.
Oh,
whole
man.
room before I moved in.
This is at the SLC residence
Yeah.
over there. They don't have like any fans for the steam too, so just like the ceiling paint's coming off. And
Yeah.
You guys notice that? It's kind of. I had
It's
a
like-
buddy who just had a fan at the door to try to get the steam out.
You went to Ottawa prison, man.
Hmm?
One thing I do miss
Prison of Ottawa.
No, I'm talking about the SLC one.
SLC.
The Ottawa one had communal showers.
Oh, that's even more disgusting.
No, I don't like that.
Oh,
I
at
don't
Thompson,
like
like the
that. No,
stalls
you can
were
get herpes in there.
down. Yeah.
Communal bathrooms are horrible. I
Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
thank everyone who put together the SLC res for not doing communal
Yes.
bathrooms.
Oh my god,
I would have
absolutely. They
cried.
suck.
And you have to buy shower shoes, and you have to walk
Yeah.
out of the hall in
Yeah.
your robe and your towel. I want nobody
No.
using the same bathroom. as
The
me.
towel
Thank
didn't
you
bug
very
me, but
much.
it was just like knowing that somebody could be in the shower and just like I gotta wait for them. It's annoying.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
sucks.
like
Oh my god, like some of the Thompson like bathrooms, like the stalls would be like kicked like over, like collapsing because people are just like running into them and shit. Oh yeah, it was bad. One time,
nasty.
this random guy, I forget his name, but he decided to shit in the sink. Yeah, it was wild. Like, all of a
Oh
sudden,
my
like, people were like,
God.
you shit in the
Crazy,
sink,
and,
you
like-
shit in the sink. And I was like, what the fuck?
People get crazy, and it's because like you're away from everyone and
Yeah.
you have no response.
Oh,
well,
he
you
was
have
hammered, too.
responsibilities,
Mhm.
He wasn't in his right mind.
but it's the first time you're on your own. It's like everyone goes crazy.
Yeah, I've
it's
always
okay
wanted
a
shit
little
in
bit,
sinks
but like don't go
personally.
crazy. You'll regret it.
Oh my god,
Oh.
okay, funny bathroom story. Okay, my friend Brooklyn, who was in SLC Reds with me the same year,
Okay.
she had a horrible bathroom experience that made her have to change rooms. Because basically, the one day she came back from classes, whatever, and she goes in her bathroom, and there is brown water leaking from her room.
Oh,
And she's like, oh my god, that is shit water coming from my roof, leaking all over her floor, all over her products, all over her towels, all over her toilet
That
paper,
is
all
unfortunate.
over everything. And so she was like, oh my god, there's caca water everywhere. And so she was freaking the hell out. She went to the front desk, she told them about it, and they couldn't fix it, so they just made her switch rooms.
Was she in a single at the time? Did
She was
have
in the
another single?
singles, like second floor, like orange hallway.
Tower.
getting
No,
nuked.
like orange
Yeah.
orange hallway.
Oh, the one with the
Airdrop.
door.
Yeah.
In my year, that was the all girls hallway. I feel
I
like they
think it was an all girls
they
hallway.
tend to
again.
do that with the hallways with the doors.
Yeah, but anyway, she was traumatized, and I was dying laughing. I helped her move to her next room because she had to move like within that day.
Did you get some waters also?
No, I never had cacao water in my room.
Okay.
Thank God. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
lucky you.
Disgusting.
My
Yeah.
room was not bad. I never had anything wrong with it, but I moved in and I saw like there was like dents in the door, and I was like, what the hell? And there's like little holes everywhere. And then I look, and my whole wall is like covered in like BB gun, like pellet, like little toy gun, like holes. Like someone took
Someone's
like a
having
little,
fun.
Yeah.
like toy pellet gun and just like shot the whole entire wall. And it turns out I actually have a lot of mutual friends with the guys who used to live in my room. So like, yeah, it was them, and they just like destroyed the wall. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, too. I like when I study, I like to shoot the wall. You know how it is.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Little study break.
just normal things.
Mhm.
Anyways, looping back, Sean, what about your experience in Res there with friends and parties? Back to that first question.
It's summer, man. Like there's literally 4 people on that floor, so
Oh, no
Oh, man, that
partying,
is
for
a
Sean.
no parties at all. But when I arrived in residence in April 2022, it was when the September semester intake was still
Yeah.
happening. So I was very lucky to meet like 2 friends. One, his name was Mac, and the other one, Braden. So they introduced me to Stages. So I'm very thankful.
Stages!
That was the first experience there.
Lovely. I
Yeah.
had a good
That's
time.
good.
Who
Yeah.
says they have a lovely experience at Stages? Jaden.
Well, Jane doesn't even remember.
Jaden has traumatizing stories
No.
from Stages.
She doesn't even
Where
remember.
drag-
I
Red
have a
Drag Race.
motto. I don't go to Stages unless I don't remember saying I want to go to Stages.
Oh my god. That's
But
a
I'm so
bad
glad you had a
motto.
lovely
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah,
So
it
many
is
people
very
had
funny
a
how we
time.
became friends because like Braden, I remember it was a bit creepy, but he was knocking on everyone's door
Okay.
in residence. So he would go like from floor to floor and knocked on every 600 doors.
See,
Very-
that
That's a-
takes so much
wow.
confidence, though.
Yeah.
That would give me an
A lot of
anxiety
people
attack.
my year did that. What they
Yeah.
started doing is a good way to meet people in res is put like your Snapchat or like your Instagram like on the outside of your door, because a lot of people did like
Mhm.
add people through that, especially because it was hard to meet people. And like I know you will have like floor meetings or something with your RA and things like that.
See,
and, like,
I never knew when my floor meetings were or when they were. I never went to them. I never went. To them.
Alright, saying like, where is this girl?
I never went because like it was never really posted anywhere.
I was pretty like I knew my RAs pretty well. There's only 3 of them, so like everyone knew the RAs, and like the other one became my best friend, and I lived with her for like
Yeah.
2 years. So
I guess you she was a little bit lenient with you.
she wrote
How
me
did
up
you
so
still-
many
I was gonna say, How did
times.
you still get written up
She
7
wrote
times?
you up.
She wrote like
What did
I
you
want
do?
to say 5, but like it was COVID year, so everything got written up for. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Normally you get like I
Isn't
think
it 3 strikes
write-ups.
you're out? How the hell did you get 5?
Yeah, it normally is. It normally is, but like, I don't know. I was just like dumb and feeling it. And we got written up for everything. And she was strict at the time, but then she started being a little more chill. But because she was always writing me up, we became very good friends and moved in together and lived together for years. Love you,
4
Kaylee.
years. That's a good way to start a friendship.
No, like I remember just getting one warning when I was in res. It was like during exam week, and I was blasting music loud.
Oh yeah, quiet hours.
No, it was during the weekend. It was a Saturday, but during exams week, you kind of need to, even during weekends, keep it
Yeah.
low. And I didn't know, so I was just blasting as usual. So
Which is kind of
And-
nice though.
and I was high, like I was,
Sean
and
was out of his mind.
yeah, like I had to try the weed here, so I was like playing my music, and then I was recording myself for some reason in my room. I don't know what I was doing, and then like, hey, I was like, what?
He was thrown
What
off.
are you looking for?
He was like, there's other
No,
people around.
just a few okay, whose exams? Yeah, is it?
So I was like, I don't have any exams. This isn't a
No,
problem.
I'm like, what exams do I have? I haven't
I'm
started
fine,
school
thanks for
yet.
worrying, but-
Like, like no. So yeah, that was my only warning. Yeah.
Mhm.
Tips for people moving into res.
Oh,
Bring it
I
air
think it's
fryer.
helpful advice.
No, I mean, you're not
Yes.
supposed to, but oh my god,
No, like,
it is so nice.
There's it all in one. Like, it has air fryer, it has the oven, it has everything, And the craziest recipe I made with it was like I put like foil paper in the pan, and then I crack eggs like an omelet, and I
Mhm.
put it into the all-in-one oven,
Yeah.
and it made sort of a like a I forgot the name quiche. Like,
Oh, quiche.
yeah,
Yeah.
it became like an
love
egg quiche.
quiches.
Like yeah, it became like that. I say wow. Then I started putting chicken, sausages, and everything into
Oh,
the
man.
eggs.
Damn.
A
Oh,
spinach and
that-
mushroom
good.
quiche
That was mushroom quiche.
Mm-hmm.
for breakfast.
Yeah.
No.
Another tip.
I'm too lazy. I just-
Don't assume that there's appliances because there's not. There's a mini fridge. So bring a microwave, bring a toaster
Yes, get a
oven,
small microwave.
bring lots of appliances.
And the fridge is pretty small.
You said
Your linens also. I think bring your own linens for your beds. Like
Yeah,
you know, like
absolutely.
don't bank on the one.
And apparently a shower curtain.
Yeah.
Bring a shower curtain.
shower curtain,
Yes.
bath mat, literally
Mhm.
everything.
Fan would
Oh.
be nice too.
One thing I really suggest for like actually moving in and bringing all your stuff is something that really helped me. I saw it on TikTok actually. Is you have all of your clothes like already on the hangers and you just put it in a trash bag, have the hangers sticking out, and then you just hang them up, take the trash bag off. Already hung
I
up.
saw that too. That's so
Mm.
smart. Or you could just get hanger boxes, but those
Or
are kind of
that.
expensive.
But it was super quick and easy.
trash bags
I live by
do
that
the
hack.
trick for moving. Like
Yeah.
just get a garbage bag.
Literally.
Like you don't need to. I did have some like cute bins because you'll definitely want storage for underneath your bed and stuff. And like you also don't really need bed raisers. Like I know places like raise them way up, but like the beds in SLC res
They're adjustable
raised by
too.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're adjustable, so you can store a lot of stuff underneath there. So take advantage of
Yeah.
it.
Storage. Preach.
Yeah.
Need a lot of that.
Don't take room 370. That's the worst room ever.
Wait, which one?
Were you in that room, Sean?
370, 370.
Wait.
Okay.
317 or 307?
No, 370.
370.
370.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was in 307 when
No.
I lived.
So you were on the third floor.
yeah.
Also,
third-
yeah.
I
third
was
floor.
first floor and literally
First floor is not it.
no, not it. So sorry if you get first floor. But I was 171 and every Friday night for the first month people would knock on my window. I hear the whole chain because they'd knock on
Oh, man.
every first floor window, knock, 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 all the way down. I could hear him knocking on every single one.
Yeah,
at
because
2 a.m.
it's also really
You know what's
low
worse
to
than
the
the first
ground, so
floor?
everyone can see.
The basement. I had the basement room.
basement room.
What
Yeah,
is-
LeBlanc was the only resident that had a basement floor, and there was 3 rooms. There's only
Shut
3
up.
rooms there.
That's
it was
so
horrendous.
bad.
You have
My little
horrible
view.
luck.
Oh yeah, the view. If I looked like at the right angle, I could slightly see out the window.
You could slightly see a tree.
Oh yeah. It was great.
Slightly.
Sleeping in was amazing, but past that, it sucked.
Oh my god, yeah, that's
It's fine.
Like,
not having a basement. That's crazy. I know. In res this year, there's quad rooms, so there's 4.
Quad rooms.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
To make
god.
So
more
where-
beds,
where
which
are
is
the
actually
quad
really
rooms?
accommodating because
4 people?
I also heard that they're cheaper and it is 4 people per room.
That sounds
That's so.
terrible.
Are they just knocking down the walls in between
Oh.
and making it a 4-room or what?
I'm pretty sure they're bunk beds.
Oh right, bunk beds. Okay,
Oh my
that's
God,
But-
that's- I would hate that.
yeah.
But some people are desperate and they need housing, and
True.
it's a
Yeah.
good way to
Well,
solve
it's yeah.
the
That's
It's,
fair.
massive housing crisis
Yeah.
in Kingston, Ontario. So
right.
and it's
Yeah.
like it's cheaper, which is nice
Yeah.
because res is already like a decent amount.
Mhm.
How much
so
is res here?
I'm
it changes
pretty.
every year, so I don't know.
When I did it, I feel like it was somewhere around 4,900 a semester.
Mine, I was in a double. I think mine
think.
was 45.
I was in a
45.
single. Yeah, I was in a single. I
Yeah,
think it
the
was somewhere
single's a
around
little
there.
more. I think a double's kind of better. You
Yeah.
get to like. I know not everyone likes their roommate, but like
Yeah.
a roommate's like the best way to like meet your best friend.
See,
you
but it
know?
depends. You could get a great roommate, or
True.
you could get a horrible.
True, but I
roommate.
also think living. I
Yeah.
think that's just like the college experience.
True.
Like having a roommate.
It's memories either way.
like
you know?
yeah, you can get a single, but I feel like I don't know. Like I
It's
would
nice when you get the double to yourself too.
True.
You have to be
that.
pretty damn lucky for that. though.
that.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked my single, but definitely there were times that I would have liked to be in a double, but I just didn't want to
Like,
take that risk.
Yeah, you're sharing the space, but like you get more of it.
Yeah.
You know.
I heard
so
the
it's-
singles here, like really, like during like on that one wing, it's super big, like the size of the doubles.
Yeah, there's only like a few of them.
Mm.
It's first floor tower. There's a few rooms that are like accessibility rooms
Oh, okay.
that are a lot bigger. There's a few of them. I think everyone in that hallway. So like if you get one, I know they save the first little bit, I think.
Okay.
But if you get one, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the RAs get to pick their rooms because they like the RAs tend to be like second years.
RAs
Yeah.
get bigger rooms, right?
Not bigger, they just get to pick their rooms.
Oh,
But a lot of time they'll pick the
Yeah.
accessibility rooms.
I heard two terms commonly, like roommates, RAs. How to deal with your RA?
how to deal with your RA?
Yeah,
I
like
feel like
it's a low talk, right? Kind of. Yeah.
befriend them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes,
You want them to be
befriend.
on your good
like
side.
be nice, respectful. Like they're just a student like you, and they just need affordable living,
Yeah.
and they're just working their job,
Yeah.
and they have to deal with raging college students. Like I would just be nice to them. If you get in
Mhm.
trouble, okay. Don't also lie to them and give them another name. 99%
It'll always
of the
come
time,
back to bite
they
you.
know who you are anyway,
Yeah.
and you just look stupid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This come from Jaden, who's been written up 5 times. Just throwing that out there.
Well, we learn from the worst. All right.
Exactly. She's learned from her mistakes. That's what counts.
No, not
No,
from my
you haven't learned from your
mistakes.
mistakes.
I learned from information directly from the source.
Oh.
All right.
Oh yeah, sorry, your friend there.
All the RAs knew who I was, so like there was no point in lying.
You're stuck.
Some other people did, and
And any rules,
Wow.
like, sorry to interrupt you.
oh no, go ahead.
Any rules which you didn't know which surprise you, like in residence?
Rules.
There is a certain amount of, for one, you're not legal age, don't drink. In res, that is not allowed, and there's only a certain amount of like liters or like bottles and cans that you're allowed to have in your room if you're legal age.
Oh, one thing I found out is you're not allowed to have a pong table in your room. They will
You're not
take it
allowed
away.
to do any drinking games.
No,
middle day.
even if you're of age.
So, guys, how do you make friends in residence? Like, no one knows anyone. So, how do you approach that?
Okay, so my tips for residents would it be to just go out and meet people authentically, and also through the events and activities that the residents and the SA are hosting. The SA has lots of great events coming up, so definitely check those out. As well, there's lots of icebreaker activities first week, so definitely check those out. That's where I met a lot of my close friends that I've had since. And go check out like spots around the campus, such as the Rock Circle. Head over to St. Larry's and
Rock
talk to some
Circle.
people. Rock Circle.
Dwayne Johnson.
To clarify, the rock circle is just the giant circle of
The giant circle
Stone
by
outside.
the
It's a
Behind
by
circle
the
of
res.
friendship
residence.
where you-
Because that's where I met so many people. Because first week it was just like an absolute rager there all the
I
time.
would say the first day I met people in the laundry room,
Oh yeah, that's a
And
good
then
place
That's where
too.
you meet
hanging
everybody.
out in the lounges, and then honestly, like orientation is gonna be right after res move in weekend on the 5th of September.
Yeah.
And there's going to be massive events and so many people all day outside. That's going to be all people that you can like interact with and meet. And then there's massive events for like the rest of the week and even for the rest of the month. That is like a really good opportunity to meet people.
And even if you
So-
like to miss that, it's not the end of the world. You gotta keep in mind you'll make friends in classes as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just one of the many opportunities. You
Yeah,
have to
you'll
meet.
have your course friends.
Exactly.
Mhm. I think it's also definitely important though to have friends outside of classes. So definitely prioritize
Yeah.
like making those connections in class, but also making connections outside of class, so that you can just have different people to bond with and different experiences with other people. So
You know, like how I make friends again. Like if there are random strangers knocking on your door, probably say hello. Then also like in the lounge was when I made most connection with friends. Like when I was studying or having my dinner, I would always make it a must to eat in the lounge because like if someone was there, then it's better to not eat alone kind of way. So even if it's just conversation, so you know someone on your floor
Yeah.
and
yeah.
it's pretty much like, and how I became friends with George is pretty funny. So he was getting back from work at 11 p.m. and I was doing my assignments till like midnight. So our connection was just like, hi, every time, just like that. And one day he was just like, hey man, I really appreciate you saying hi to me at 11 p.m. when I come back from work.
Oh,
It's really nice, like having someone coming back home and just say, welcoming you. Thank you so much for. And that's how we became friends. Like I was so touched. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah,
then
I
it's-
would say even like for like community, Kingston community, like when I got a part-time job, I met a lot more people who went here that I wouldn't have met if I didn't. like obviously not everyone has time for a job, and I didn't the first semester I came here, but I obviously needed to work and wanted to have some spending money. So
Yes.
I got a part-time job, and I met a lot of students that I wouldn't have met otherwise because they were either like upper years, or when I was in second year they were like a year lower,
Yeah.
But it was nice to meet people that way, which is always good. So,
Yeah, for sure. Like, and I feel like there's also like a negative connotation around just going and knocking on the doors of people on
Yeah.
your floor. Definitely like have the courage to do that, because like everyone's wanting to meet people, but people
It's
might
about the
be.
approach, I
Yeah.
would say. Like,
Yeah,
don't go
just
and knock and be like a complete douche.
yeah, no,
I-
just like knock and be friendly.
Yeah.
Tell them about yourself, and if you click, you click. If you don't, you don't. But
Yeah.
it's worth the energy, so
Mhm.
you might as well try.
yeah, I would say the best thing, which I found everyone did, when you're moving in, you're unpacking, you're getting your room settled, leave your door open. That's like how probably like 90% of people meet. Like, don't just like move into your room, close your door, and start like leave your door open, because people will be moving in and they will
No.
say hi and they'll walk by, and like
Yeah.
that's exactly what I did. And I met so many people, and like everyone on my floor just like for the first like few hours while they were moving in just left their door open to like
Mhm.
walk by and say hi. And I'd be like just walking by, and I'd see people, and you wave and you say hi, and you get to know everyone. And like the people on your floor are definitely like the people that you kind of want to like know
Yeah.
and be close to.
Especially your neighbors.
Exactly, it's like the people, your neighbors, because like what if they're loud? Like,
Yeah.
you
And
want to
what if you're loud?
Oh my
Exactly.
god. The girl above me was so loud and smoked a lot, so my room always stunk of weed, and it was so bad. And she always had people up there, and I could literally in residence in SLC you can hear everything.
yeah, you can hear everything. Like
everything.
I would get woken up by the girls who lived the room below me, and I was like, oh my god, it can't be my neighbors. Like, who the hell is this? And I knew that nobody lived above me, so I found out after a while it was a girl like below, and I didn't think you could actually like hear through the floor that well.
Yeah.
Like, I could hear their whole entire conversations. So just being
Oh my
mindful of
god.
that.
Funny story. Okay, so I don't know if it was cut out or not when I was talking about Brooklyn's whole bathroom fiasco.
No, it
No, it
wasn't.
was good. Yeah.
It was good.
It was good.
there.
So the room she moved to was
Yeah.
the room above mine, because the girl that was super loud moved out because she dropped out,
Okay.
whatever. So Brooklyn moved in above me, and I'm really loud sometimes, so she could hear me. Like whenever I had my boyfriend over, I'd be like cackling.
no.
No. But I'd be cackling, laughing, and she'd text me being like, "Taylor, stop cackling."
Yo, Taylor, shut up so I can sleep.
she'd be like, "Taylor, I can literally hear you talking about like blah 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 right now," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, you can actually
You
hear
can hear
everything. So be friends,
Everything.
your neighbors, and
Yeah.
also the people in your hallway are the people you're gonna like go up to and be like, "Hey, like, do you have like milk? Like, you know,
Do you have milk?
You were
Like,
just switching off
hey, like,
everybody.
do you have like a charger I could borrow? Because like yours work. That's gonna be the people that you like. It's be neighborly.
Jane was well known in the
You're
in the
gonna
life
want
because she would just
to
take
borrow
everything.
things from them.
Did
Yeah.
you ever return these things?
Well, yeah.
Never
And
returned.
she
I
can't
was
return milk.
hesitant.
You can. I can return the carton of milk. Also, I don't drink milk. To clarify, I drink soy milk and almond milk.
It was
and-
to create a connection.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
It was just milk was the first thing that came to my head. Okay, just like borrowing stuff. Like I used to borrow stuff. Like my toaster oven broke, and I'd go to my neighbors like, "Can I use your toaster oven?" And they're like, "Yeah."
Are toaster
And I'd
ovens
be like,
allowed?
Yeah.
Toaster ovens
Yes.
are-
Oh, air
Ain't
fryers
nothing-
aren't.
Air fryers aren't.
Air fryers are.
Oh, really? I was
Yeah,
they
it's
weren't.
it's not
Nothing
the.
but
I
hot
think
plate, like-
yeah.
smoke. I
Oh,
think
hot plates aren't allowed,
Like
but
a
air
Yeah, hot
fryers
grill,
are.
plates,
hot
yeah.
plate,
Yeah.
grill, like nothing that will actually like straight up produce like
A large
Heat.
body of smoke. Yeah.
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 just because also beware some of the
Candles.
fire alarms are very sensitive and
Yeah.
you're not allowed candles though, which is good because you will leave them on and that's scary and you don't
Sounds like
hear
a
it.
I
recipe
bought
for
candles
disaster.
and I was disappointed, but it's all right.
It's
Yeah.
all right, like
Yeah.
get one thing everyone did, get a diffuser, like an oil diffuser, because then you can just like it still has the
Mhm.
essence of a candle, you know.
I don't know how much I care about candles.
It smells good. I like candles.
Sorry, your
I
room smell like
love
shit then.
candles.
Like
yeah. I like
Use air
candles.
Yeah,
fresheners
it
instead of candles.
smell like shit and man. Like
Oh,
Bye.
Sorry. You're so tired.
I'm kidding. I'm
Jay just
kidding.
personally attacking me here.
No.
I'm just kidding.
We're just saying.
But Kay, I
You
do
want your room to be
feel.
musty if you're having people in it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ben was complaining earlier about men that are musty, so I feel like Ben isn't a musty guy.
Yeah.
You know,
people
no,
that
no,
are
rem-
mustier.
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
My friend who just
Yeah,
kept his room extremely
yeah, yeah.
clean.
Oh,
See, I feel
yeah.
like
That's why you buy a
Ben's more of
candle.
a
You
cleaner
should have bought
man.
him a candle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I could have used
Bro,
a candle.
bro,
Take
I think
this.
you should take this candle. Like it's pretty.
It's the essence of peach.
That's worth on peach.
Just to clarify, Gabby's here and she said that Ben's room is musty.
Thanks, Gabby. You're never going to my house again.
So, okay, so my story is from like the very start of my residence experience, and it traumatized me. So, this is a story that I hope you guys can learn from, because you must learn to pick out genuine people from ingenuine people. So, basically, I had this friend group of girls, and we all went to this like little gathering, little party type situation in like a res room, and this guy, we'll call him Ethan, was there. And like he seemed nice, like we were all getting along with him and his friends, whatever. And so they kind of like got engraved into our friend group a little bit. And so like we were hanging out with him for like around like a month, like we were really getting to know him, whatever. And then one of our friends in the group was actually really starting to like take a liking to Ethan. And so she had a boyfriend at the time. Boyfriend was really toxic. She ended up breaking up with him because Ethan was being very persuasive and manipulative, being like, oh, this guy is like, well, I mean, the guy was really bad, but like, he was like, oh, don't be with him, be with me, blah, blah, blah. We get along so well, blah, blah, blah. So she ended up breaking up with her boyfriend and getting with Ethan. Okay, so they were a thing. So at the time, Ethan was 21, okay? And she was 18. Freshly 18, might I add. And so they were dating for about like a couple of weeks, I'd say. Like they were getting really serious, like all that kind of stuff, you know, whatever. And then the one day my friend group texts me and they're like, Taylor, we found something out. You need to like meet us right now. And I'm like, okay.
Tea.
And so like we always thought that Ethan looked older than he was and a little bit more like mature than he was, but we were just like, okay, like maybe like, you know, he's 21, but he just looks older, you know? But like we never thought anything of it. So this other friend group deep dived into his old social media and found out a bunch of shit about him and then told the girlfriend, the girl I was friends with. Turns out Ethan, this 21-year-old, is actually 28 and has a child. And was lying to my friend the entire time, who's freshly 18. Freshly 18. So he lied to her the entire time and had a kid, was 28, whatever. And so she was like, what the fuck? And so she obviously broke up with him, done with him, whatever. We never talked to him again.
Horrible.
But like,
No people.
no. So
Wild.
watch out for those kind of situations. You know, if you're feeling off about a person, I wouldn't talk to that person. So that traumatized me. But like that was one of my like.
So you felt something was off with him since
Yeah,
the beginning?
no. I always knew that something was
Trust
a
your
little weird about
instincts.
him because
Stay safe.
I just always knew that he was really pressuring her into breaking up
Yeah.
with her boyfriend. And sure, the boyfriend was bad, but like he
Mhm.
was really pressuring her to break up with him and be
Yeah.
with him. So I was always kind of like, And then I always thought he did not look 21. So then come to find out 28 and has a kid. I was
Just a
literally,
minor detail.
I was literally
Oh my
shocked.
god.
Single dad.
Yeah, literally shocked. But yeah, that's like one of my res stories. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's
Cray
crazy.
cray.
I'm gonna do a little rundown to help students for when they come here what HOCO will be like. So HOCO is homecoming. St. Lawrence College does not have a homecoming,
But Queens
but
does.
Queens
Yeah.
University does have a homecoming.
And lots of people from St. Lawrence.
Yeah,
and
lots of
love
people.
it.
Obviously, also lots of people from all cities in Ontario will drive here and join the whole weekend morning to the morning next day,
Yeah.
all weekend, like literally all weekend long, like does not stop.
Absolute
Of partying
rager.
that happens
Yep.
for Queen's homecoming.
You got like FOCO the week before.
FOCO, they'll probably do a FOCO again. FOCO's fake homecoming because Queen's University, to try and stop students from partying, will put it on their reading week so that they're home and they're not seeing their families and they're not in the city. Students don't like that, and a page called Canadian Party Life, follow them because
There's also Queen's Party Life. As well.
yeah, Queen's
Yeah.
Party Life too.
Yeah.
But Canadian Party Life sets the dates.
Okay.
The official dates, because they post it, will set the date of FOCO, which is the alternative date that they will party instead of the one that the school
So-
puts on their schedule or sets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's basically a celebratory Queens thing, and everyone wears Queens merchandise for the
I
whole
rock the St.
entirety.
Lawrence. Represent.
We should represent. I wish we had some sort of like homecoming celebration for like
Yeah.
reoccurring students rather than just orientation. But like
Yeah.
that's just not something we do. Like
Plus, it's fun.
them, it's
It
more of like
is.
an alumni thing, but students have made it into like a complete week-long rager.
Yeah. Well, because
As a
it's
reference,
actually for a
tradition.
football game.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
in
Like,
reality,
it's
that's
the
what
homecoming
it's for.
game, but
Yeah.
like not everyone can go to the game, so it's just
Mhm.
celebrating on a designated Kingston Street, which is Aberdeen.
Aberdeen. Yep.
And it's a small little street, and everyone just crowds on
Yeah.
it. It is safely monitored by police
Lots of people get arrested on
Okay.
FOCO.
Safely.
and horses. A lot happens, but like I would say, it's one of the safer HOCOs that happens
yeah.
compared to like Ottawa or
Yeah, there wasn't a car flipped last year.
Yeah. I don't know why they keep flipping the car.
I really don't know
'Cause
either.
McMaster did it, and then
Well,
Ottawa.
Guelph like burned a couch.
Yeah, they do that every year apparently.
Yeah, and
so
like
I
people
don't
were
know.
like like jumping down from a tree, tearing branches off. It was
Yeah.
yeah, it
It's a
was pretty
thing to be
wild.
on roofs.
Yeah, it really
There's
is.
al-
always people on
I
roofs.
love
Yeah.
a good
It's
roof,
really good
though.
being on a roof when
Yeah.
you're really intoxicated.
Oh,
It's really
he was
safe.
being sarcastic. Just to
Don't do that.
clarify.
Don't do that.
Yeah, it's totally not safe. But like you could
Bounces
do
a
like
bit
a
off for
balcony
some
or
reason,
something
and-
with a railing.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be a
safe.
bit better.
That'd be better.
Mm-hmm.
But any other HOCO comments? HOCO
HOCO's
stories?
fun. Just be safe, be aware, and don't do anything that can get you arrested.
And they do arrest easily.
Like
They
public
do arrest
intoxication.
easily.
Like you'll visibly see, it's people who do.
yeah,
dumb
stupid
things.
things.
Yeah,
like
like-
getting a
So
cop
just
chase
don't be
and
one
stuff.
of those stupid people.
Yeah,
If the police tell you do something, just listen.
yeah, like it's
Yeah.
not that difficult. Like you don't
Mhm.
need to be a complete nuisance to society
Mm-hmm.
and be in a nuisance party.
Yeah, true.
So
So yeah, I want to kind of touch base a bit, back more to the making friends stuff. So just quickly out of your mind, like, can you mention some events which you guys are organizing in September?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So, September, we have a lot of things coming up. Jaden has a boat cruise planned,
Yeah.
Blue Jays game planned, clubs day. Like, there's so many things I can't
Yeah.
even name. There's something happening literally every single day of September.
yeah,
So we're gonna have a lot of things posted. So just keep your eye out, looking at like the big posters and stuff everywhere. You'll really be aware of what's happening. You just kind of gotta like look out for it and stuff. But
yeah, it'll be posted on the social media a lot. But we do have a lot of things going on. There's a massive concert happening.
yeah,
The
lots of
Wannabe concert
lots of pub
from St. Mary's
events.
Pub happening the
Specifically,
first week.
yeah, specifically a really good like making friends event. There's a speed friending event happening at St. Larry's Pub. So great way to make friends. It's basically like speed dating but speed friending instead. So I think that's gonna be a really great way for people to meet new friends as well. So yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. Like the calendar is
Packed.
very, very packed. The bigger events, I find we have a decent amount of bigger events happening in September
Yeah.
that you need to like pay a little bit for, but nothing too pricey. Like
yeah,
the
it's
Blue
always a good
Jays
price.
one It's just officially planned. There's only 50 spots, but that's just because of transportation.
Yeah.
You pay for a $50 ticket. You get a free meal at St. Larry's Pub. We take you to Toronto. You go to the Blue Jays game, and then we drive students back. So it's just
It's a really good deal.
it's extremely worth it. There's boat cruise, which we got a bigger boat than last year. Max, we're selling 230
boats.
tickets.
How many tickets did you sell last year?
We got a smaller boat than they get previous years. I don't remember. I think it was like 100 something,
Okay.
but now it's like 230,
It's gonna be good.
which is a decent amount. Like I
Mhm.
would say.
Yeah.
So,
That was a pretty popular event last year.
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
It was a-
popular.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a massive event, and like
Yeah.
students loved it because like why would you not want to go hang out, have fun, dress up nice, and like take pictures
Yeah.
and drink on a boat?
Yeah.
Started.
So, what are some must-haves that you guys recommend for your residence room?
I would say storage, things for storage, like bins and things like that. Shelves is always good to have. Just little organizers make things so much easier. There's one thing I had, which most people had, which helped. It's this like IKEA, it doesn't have to be IKEA. This rolling cart that had shelves. It's on wheels, so you can move it around. You could put like skincare products in it, makeup in it, but you can also put like books and like your study stuff in it, and you can move it around your room. Like you can even put bathroom stuff in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like just little storage like that that's like easily movable is so helpful because like there's some shelves and spaces, but not like smaller organizers, which is like really nice. And you have that cart for like ever.
yeah,
Like take it anywhere with you. So
yeah.
I would definitely say an air fryer. 'Cause
Air
you need
fryers.
something to cook with.
air fryer is an essential
Yeah.
whether you're in
Oh,
res or not.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
a life essential.
Yeah, you don't want to be relying on the calf food. It's gonna be a rough
Like,
year.
It's
I
expensive.
It
scratch
is.
my oven, scratch my toaster oven, my toaster, anything. I
That's
don't
what
even
you said, you
use my
scratch
stove.
them?
Like get rid of them. Like
Oh, okay, throw them out.
No,
I was like, why does that matter?
like get rid of them. Air fryer is the way to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
I use it for everything.
I wish I had one in res. I didn't have one in res.
Oh, it's so
Cheesy
good.
bread. I make like
Cheesy
cheesy
bread.
garlic bread,
Oh yeah.
marinara sauce.
French fries.
I actually
all
make
the
my
time.
like frozen like waffles I'd put in my toaster in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I make
It's-
them in my air fryer because they just taste better and they take way faster.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I
It's
don't
really
have a
easy like that.
toaster, so
Yeah.
Don't need
Something
one.
something I
Exactly.
suggest is just bring decorations to add personality to your room. This is going to be a room you're staying in for a year. Either you're going to get the room with the gray and white walls or the like burnt orange walls and you're going to get sick of looking at them. So just bring your personality to your room, make
Make
it
it feel-
homey, make it like
put some light,
Make it
yeah,
feel a
put
bit like
like
home.
lights in there.
some
Just
posters.
Ivy leaves.
yeah, just make it like a space that you're comfortable in because it's going to be like the space you live in obviously.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of decor, to put everything on your walls, get a ridiculous amount of command strips. Like
Yes.
those little double-sided sticky strips. Get them from any dollar store.
mhm.
Get them. They have hook ones too to hang up stuff. They have everything stuff for posters, like other little things. Command strips save.
I've seen also like
Lots.
DIY, like photographs, like you can pinch photographs and hang it on your walls. Like
Yeah.
I think that looks cute. I saw that in your room. Also with some lighting, so it makes it very beautiful. So you can take pictures and print them, and it makes beautiful memories
Yeah.
on the walls.
Yeah,
I
a
think. Yeah.
Polaroid, kind of pricey, but a Polaroid is a really cute thing that a lot of people have in res just to like take pictures with their friends and memories, or just bring pictures of your friends from home and hang them up on your wall, or like your family or your pets because you'll miss them. Because
Mhm.
I miss my dogs.
Dexter.
Yeah.
Dexter.
One thing which also helps, I guess, like sure you get your linen, you get all the things for your storage. One thing which really would help, and I wish I did when I was in residence, was take some time to write a routine sheet. I think that would be very helpful. That's what I would do once I have everything essentials ready, is write something which is like routinely, which will make you save time. Like, oh, I should do that every morning and I should do that every evening or this every week. So at least you know, like, oh, let's do that in that order, and so that this can save you time. I'm done with that. It makes you responsible to keep your room clean. and also to make you have a proper life routine in residence so that you can have more time for yourself and for your studies or even for going out. So yeah, having a routine, like if I knew like, oh, I wake up, oh, I should like start prepping my food, or I should like I have this time to take my shower, to self care and stuff like that. So yeah, prepare something like that, and it will
I
definitely help
I
you.
agree. I feel like a lot of people I know, me as well, but they have them actually in the campus bookstore. They're little kind of laminated whiteboard schedules, like monthly schedules, that and it comes with a little marker, and it's really helpful for like doing your monthly schedule, especially with assignments. It's like a saving grace to do monthly instead of weekly, to be honest.
It is, yeah.
I even bought like a thick or reusable whiteboard from Staples, hung it up on my wall. I've seen people just put like make sticky note calendars of each day and like fill their wall, just because like you'll want to have some sort of massive schedule with everything on it. There's a Blackboard schedule, but not all professors put stuff on the schedule.
Yeah.
So it's good to make your own. Calendar apps are really good,
Mhm.
things like that. But having a physical one in your room as like also kind of a little piece of decor is really cute. And they have a lot of cute stuff at the bookstore that would be helpful, like
Yeah.
notebooks
Mhm.
and little journals of keeping, your day to
Keeping.
day. What
Oh,
keeping
I
your
thought
day?
you were ending it like that. Journals of keeping. It's like okay.
Keeping like, your shit together. You made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Another thing to keep in mind is as of right now, at least your part of your tuition goes to a bus pass. So like just keep in mind that you do have access to buses if you need like go grocery
If you're a
shopping.
full-time student.
Yeah. Oh, is it only full time?
Yeah, not part-time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just like if you need something quick, like you learn the bus routes and just go grab something
Mhm.
because there is a bus stop on
Yes.
campus.
Oh, learning your way around is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like I know most people don't actually use it, but like instead they just like Google the bus route and like what bus we have. I have the transit app. It's just a transit app that follows you to most cities in Canada and updates with the transit system that's like in each city. So like whether it's even at home or like here, it'll tell you updated detours, everything. You could just even put in a location and it'll tell you what bus to take and when and what time you want to arrive by. I don't know. I know that Google probably does the same thing.
Yeah, they
I
do.
The
use Google
travel.
Maps.
So
Yeah,
like
same.
I like the transit app a lot. It's just like a
Just be quirky.
place.
Mhm.
And like if I'm leaving somewhere, I can set it and then it'll tell me a timer when I need to like leave the building in order to like
Yeah.
walk to the stop or like
I always like being early because I hate when the bus shows up early. That's it.
yeah, see that's why it also updates us. I don't know about Google though. I don't use it. So
They do. I'm just don't check the notifications. See when the bus shows up.
yeah,
Be
honestly.
bad for that.
Yeah.
I did that my first time taking the bus here. So I tried to take the 6 and from kind of where Res is, you can actually see it like
It
over
takes a
there.
right instead of a left.
It
That one.
it turns this way.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm pointing the camera. Okay. It turns at a certain corner, but it doesn't stop at that stop even though it passes it. And that always throws me off because I was like, oh my God, what the hell? Like, that's so weird. And I literally was out there for like 3 hours and like watched it pass me. Like, kid you not, like 7 times. And I was so frustrated to the point where it was the same bus driver. He literally stopped the bus and was like, just get on. And then I tried again the next time, and the bus driver actually like waved me over to where the stop was.
Oh really?
And he like tried to wave me over before, but he ended up just picking me up anyway because he felt so bad. Because I was literally, it was like my first Saturday here. I was like about to cry because I just wanted to like go to the mall
Oh man.
and like get stuff for school, and I couldn't figure it out. But don't get frustrated.
Yeah.
Just like
Get it.
honestly, ask someone.
And the
because
bus
it's a-
drivers will help you too.
yeah, like
Yeah.
they're actually quite nice. And I should have just went to the front of the college but like there's a decent amount of bus stops in the area. Like the whole block of the St. Lawrence College campus has a transfer point and is like surrounded by bus stops.
Yeah.
Like there's one like on every street and corner. So
Mhm.
it's pretty easy to get around.
And so like speaking of buses, like what are some like activity recommendations that you have for like bettering people in residences' mental health if they need to like get out of the house? what do you think are like fun activities around Kingston, around the school?
It's pretty nice going
that
to
you
Lake
guys
Ontario. If,
suggest?
like
Lake
you're not,
Ontario
you're not usually
Park.
by a lake.
Yeah.
it's pretty nice going
It's
there.
across the street.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
There's a nice
beautiful.
path to go down to.
Going there to watch the sunset is so fun.
Yeah, the sound of the waves is
Yeah.
sweet. too.
Or even the pier. Like the pier's all like a few blocks farther.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
like
There's-
students
they do the polar bear thing.
Polar bear plunge.
Yeah, there you go at the pier, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
what we
yeah.
do in the winter.
Yeah, and they do in the winter though. It's really cold.
Yeah.
And now you can just swim at the pier. My first day living when I moved into res, that night I swam at the pier.
Yeah,
Just like because it was super
It's
nice.
such a nice area.
Everyone loved it, and like students, like a lot of Queens students, but also St. Lawrence College, like live at the pier because it's beautiful weather,
Yeah.
and they want to meet people and just hang out and be outside. And
Even
it's
in
really nice.
May, no, sorry, not May. Even in April, like when it's the water's not even warm out yet, when it's getting slightly nicer out, people will flood the
Yeah.
pier. Yeah.
Or even just like here on campus, like
Mhm.
there's massive fields of like places to hang out and sit, and sometimes
Yeah.
you'll see people hanging out front of the college, especially behind the residence, which is like
Really?
where the what do you
friendship
call it?
circle.
The rock circle.
The rock
The
circle,
friendship
where the
circle.
pavement is. Like there was always people playing football
Mhm.
and just like hanging out there. Like we used to just like sit on a blanket outside and like hang
Yeah.
out. And there's like soccer fields, and there's just so much like green everywhere, like grass, like empty
Yeah.
spaces. Just hang out, be outside. It's so
Mhm.
like college vibes
Yeah.
to like hang out outside.
Um, another great activity. It's only $10, but to do intramurals, I think is so fun.
intramurals!
Intramurals is
We need a
so
team.
much
Search
fun.
promotion.
They
Yeah.
do
Search
surge
promotion.
promotion. there's volleyball, basketball.
That's also where you
indoor
meet so
soccer,
many people.
So many people, because you can join as a free agent and you can just be friends with everyone on your team. So it's so fun.
Sign up.
I did it both semesters last year and I loved it. I did both basketball and volleyball
Okay.
and I loved it. Yeah.
Everyone loves
Yeah.
intramurals. There's
Yeah.
always so many teams.
Yeah.
And like I didn't even play on any of the intramural teams or have a team or anything.
I want to create.
I
a
went to
team.
watch them. I didn't even play, and I still found it a good time and place to meet people and just hang out.
Mhm.
Like it was, I would still be here at like 10 p.m. watching intramurals all the time and cheering my friends on. So yeah,
Yeah. Another great spot around campus is the beach volleyball court, which is actually right next to the residence parking lot. I found it was a great way to meet new people, play, and have fun. There were always so many people. It was always packed. So
yeah,
So I think we covered pretty much what we wanted to talk about today, which is like adjusting to moving to a new college, basically,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
moving into residence. So
some tips and tricks on
yeah,
yeah,
and it's obviously
meeting
like a
people.
hard time, and you're getting used to a new surrounding and environment. But
yeah,
it's all about just adapting, and
it's a fun time. It's
Yeah.
a fun, hard challenge.
it's a
to have.
fun, hard
Yeah.
challenge. Yeah, for sure.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Amazing. One of the best years ever.
Mm-hmm.
College life.
College life slay.
And thank you for watching till the end. So if you have any questions about residence life, or even you're just moving on campus, please put your questions in the comment section. We will gladly answer them. And also, like, let us know what you think of the episode in the comment section. And yeah,
Ooh.
follow us on socials. We have Instagram. We newly created a TikTok account also as well. And yeah, so a lot of things coming up. And
Follow us on socials.
yeah, SA_SLC for the student association. For the podcast, it's SA Voice Podcast. And yeah, I will write them down below. So thank you very much for watching. Have an amazing time this year at SLC. And if you see us in the hallway, do say hi. We'll gladly talk to you. Until then, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.